Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
Louisiana Saints here to bring you a quick lesson. Prior to get started, we're going to give infinite honors and prayers to
Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rekabadash.
double honors to the apostles and elders who taught us this truth. Peace and salutation to the hopefully elect and you Akim and Aqua that believe. So we're just going to hop in a quick lesson, and I'm going to start it off with this quote. It says, everyone must choose one of two pains, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. And, the main topic of this video is how you want to be remembered. You don't want to live the rest of your life with regret of not coming in this truth, not doing the work of the Lord, the real work, and what comes with that work? It comes a lot of discipline, to stay in this thing and continue to get your crown at the end. But if you could kick me off with Daniel.
God, this is Daniel chapter 12 and verse 2. And many of them that slept in the dust of the earth shall wake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
God, some to everlasting life and some to shame and contempt. You don't want to be on that side, man. And you got to think, we're in a kingdom that's coming to an end, but the kingdom to come, how do you want to live that life? Do you want to be in that kingdom as somebody who put the Lord to the side for folly, for a short amount of time of fun here, or do you want to do the work and have everlasting glory at the end?
I got you something.
Come.
You want to speak on something? Go ahead. I wanted to say this. They have a future song. In future, he mentioned. He said he got to take it up with God because he was a God on the earth. He received his consolation on this side, as do 2/3 of our people.
I got a scripture here, back you up. It's 2 Corinthians 5 verse 10. But we must all appear before the judgment seat of Yahweh.
That's right.
That everyone may receive the things done in his body according to that he have done, whether it be good or bad.
That's right.
Yeah, just back it up. Hey, we all appear to Yahweh. Right, we're gonna leave a righteous legacy or a wicked legacy. You know what I'm saying?
God.
But most importantly, the main thing we want to be on is that righteous legacy.
Y'all got one. This Sirach 41 and 12. It says, have regard to thy name. All right. For that shall continue with thee above 1,000 great treasures of gold. If I can add.
Come on. Yeah. It says, continue with thee above 1,000 great treasures of gold. You hear me? That's your name. It means something to put it to the side for the Lord.
It's great. It's greater than what you can receive, because a treasure of gold is just something you can have. Treasures of gold can be spent. It can be used, right? But your name, all right, your name is a continuance. Like when the Lord created the spirits in the heaven, we got a name that's going to continue. Like the name that we have, that's why it says we have a name written in the book. Get that, Kabul. Say those names written in heaven are written within the book. And the reason why those names are written, because we already have a reputation or fame of glory. Right. When you go into the name with Shem, we know that Shem of the line, that the chosen line continued through Shem, not Ham or Japheth. And Shem name means name, a reputation of glory. So the reputation of the glory that followed Shem, which was, the son of Noah, was that the chosen line traveled through his name, man. So his glory was continued on down to us today, which we're still traveling through the name of Shem right now. So we have a reputation of fame of glory. You got it? Go ahead, brother.
Luke 10 verse 20. Notwithstanding, in this rejoice not, that the spirits are subject unto you, or rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven.
Right. And the spirits are subject to you. That's why I was like, there's another one though that say their names is written in the book of life.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So with the names, but I'm gonna give it back to you, but I just want to explain that. With the names being written in the book of life, you have a house eternal in the heavens made without hands. So your spirit had a name. The Lord, when the Lord gave you your spirit a name, he saw it was good. He ain't got to change it. Right. So Paul's name was changed. Saul's name was changed to Paul on the earth because the Lord started dealing with him righteously. So when we get in the kingdom of heaven, we got a righteous name set up for us. Right? Paul's name was Saul's name was changed to Paul here, but in the heavens, Paul have a Hebrew spiritual name.
His original name.
He have an original name, which a Hebrew name, when you have an original name, it means just that. It don't mean a bunch, it means just that. All right, because you know, so it be no confusion. Your name mean your name.
That's right.
All right, go ahead. Go, you got it? You got it?
I think it's when you're talking about
Malachi. One of y'all gotta find it.
I'm gonna look for it.
All right, go ahead.
There's Malachi 3, verse 16. Then they that fear the Lord spake often one to another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it, and a book of remembrance was written before him for them that fear the Lord and that thought upon his name.
Yup, and that thought upon his name, a book of remembrance was written for them. All right, which are the men today, and that's why the Bible remember us. We don't remember the Bible. The Bible is wisdom. It's the word. It come and get us. It's the word of life, you know. And it in Psalm 72 and 17, it says, "Name shall endure forever. His name shall be continued as long as the sun," which is that's the Lord's name. But notice we come in the name of the Lord. Like our name is in the Lord. Yahweh, you got Judah, or you got Yasha. Our name shall be continued as long as the sun. And we know the sun is in a firmament. It was created forever.
Oh, that's right.
The Lord didn't do the sun to wipe the sun away. So that was forever. So the whole thing is that your name have a representation that have to continue. That's the only name that we would desire and want to have. Go ahead, but I got a long one. It's lucky.
No, you good. If back in that Sirach, if you can get verse 13 too, about yourself.
It says a good life have that's good. A good life have but few days, but a good name endure forever.
A good life have few days. Like I said, just like this kingdom. You hear me? You don't want to be here with, again, all the bullshit, man. Like, it's a lot of bullshit here that is not going to extend forever, bro. Like, at the end of the day, with that name, and you want that good name here to endure forever, like it says in the scripture.
So a lot of men have went after their earthly name here too. When they done went Kalaya, Kaya, brother, like that's not the end. That's not the end name.
Right.
So your glory shouldn't be towards that. Your glory should be towards your name or your spirit, man. You know, so you can get the crown. Because when Yahweh put crowns on those men, they had a name. It says he gave them a new name, meaning their name was afresh because they went back to righteousness. It wasn't a new name, as in like, okay, your name changed. That was the name you got from when your spirit was created.
From the beginning.
You got a fresh name because now you're going to dwell in righteousness and immortality forever. You see? Go ahead.
Like I add to you, like I said, you don't want to be like these LeBrons, these, Kanye West and so on and so forth, who got the brands, who got the name that's probably going to be everlasting in this kingdom. But as we know, this kingdom is going to come to an end. So that name is going to come to an end.
Dang. I got something for you, because you're going to have your name written down one way or the other, whether it's the book of life or that. It's the book of that.
Yeah, you got 2/3 got their name cemented in a book for that. This is not a game. But they, even when they die, they're gonna get their righteous spiritual name. That ain't Kanye name over here. Like he got a earthly, he got a kingdom name, which in the kingdom he gonna be righteous with a good name. His name gonna continue in the kingdom, but right here it's gonna end. Go ahead.
It's Revelations 20 and 15. It reads, whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire.
That's it.
Hey, and like I said, either you're gonna be written in the book of life, right, or in the book of death. And if you're not written in the if your name is not written in the book of life, that's automatically your name is written in the book of death. And go ahead.
I want to go to A. And D, our story's already being written, it's being played out.
That's right.
The way we just hope as a whole feet like that, hey, we had that righteous legacy. Instead of that wicked legacy. You know what I'm saying?
Just to back you up, like I said, the main thing that we gotta, this is the book of remembrance. So we could go back and look at our forefathers, the men that's names been written in this book forever. There's going to continue to be that even in the our kingdom. That's an everlasting name. The men who've been doing the work of the Lord, that's been, striving for greatness here, for the Lord. Salaki.
I'm gonna give something right to you, but bro, spirit is on you. I got you, brother. To go with what you said, this is Rock 46 and 10. Oh, okay. I'm gonna start at 9. It says the Lord gave strength also unto Caleb. Y'all brothers know who Caleb is, right? Joshua and Caleb, right? Caleb represent the southern kingdom of when he went to spy out the land.
Yes, right.
That's and Joshua was the northern kingdom, which show Israel being those witnesses. All right. It says, which remained with him until his old age, so that he entered upon the high places of the land, and his seed obtained it for inheritance. So all the seed behind Caleb of the southern kingdom, of every time Caleb came back in reincarnation, his seed obtained his good name for his heritage, right? Yep. That all the children of Israel might see that it is good to follow the Lord. So if you follow the Lord, you follow the greatest name on the planet Earth, which our name is included in this name. We are gods like unto Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai. So we following the Lord name right now. It says, and concerning the judges, everyone by name, whose heart went not a horn, nor departed from the Lord, let their memory be blessed. Let their bones flourish out of their place, and let the name of them that were honored be continued upon their children.
And that's beautiful. Like I said, just doing the works of the Lord, you know, being holy and separate from everything, from the bullshit, and doing the work of the Lord. That led to the Caleb and Joshua, their seeds being, you know, extended all the way through.
That's right.
And somebody could get Sirach 44 and 1, and we're gonna jump around a little bit in that, but that's going back to Con.
I'm just saying one script chapter over.
Oh, Con.
Yeah. It's Sirach 41 and 1. Let us now praise famous men, forefathers, and our fathers that beget us.
Like I said, that's the men before us that did the work of the Lord. You know, the examples, the examples of what to do. Okay, you got to keep that in our minds always. You got it.
Yeah, and the men that beget us also shows if they famous, if they're our forefathers, which of old, how could they beget us? Think about it. That's reincarnation. There's no way they could beget us, but we are our forefathers in reincarnation.
That's right.
But I'm literally saying, how your forefather beget you right here for Bayan this time? There's no record of that, right? Because if they died, how they beget us? Which shows a man's line is continued through his children. That's why I said, our forefathers say, let these praises and blessings be upon thy children's children, which we are the children's children of the generation of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Right. Shem, and all those facts said, all those, that chosen line that kept continuously coming, right? A line of continuance. Go ahead.
No, I just want to say, essentially,
read more.
They were blessing their children in order to bless themselves when they came back.
So you're blessing yourself.
And the elder Yakana always say this, bro. Esau knew these things.
Yes.
That's why he leave an inheritance unto his children, because he know he gonna come back and reap those same benefits.
That's why he
procreated.
Yeah, he reproduce in his line.
In his own line.
He don't move it around because he know if we're in power right now, it's the wicked is in power. They clearly know. We gonna bring our children back in power. As long as we deal with our line and don't mess around, you know. Go ahead, bro. Oh, yeah. It says the Lord had wrought great glory by them through his great power from the beginning.
He had wrath. He had wrought great glory of them through his great power from the beginning. And I got a quick definition for that word wrought. It means molded, shaped, or manufactured. So, you know, it was meant for them to be in that position, you know, to serve the Lord, and, you know, to ultimately be aligned to get that glory, which is going to last forever.
I was saying the story been written. You know what I'm saying? From the start all the way to the end.
You know? If you could jump down to verse 7.
It says, all these were honored in their generations and were the glory of their times. That's with an S too. The glory of their times. Because if you was a ancient forefather of old, you know, like through the spirit, we like, oh, we think this man may be him. Regardless of who he may be, right now, the great men of Israel, the Lord say, get that, Kabal. I got you, bro. Get that where it says, I'm going to get unto thee, the great men of Israel, and speak unto them. Because he's speaking to the Moses and the Jeremiah. They coming back, man. All right. And they what? They doing what the word of the Lord say. All right. They doing what the Lord says. It says, I'm a speaker to the great men of Israel. Get that. And that's why the Lord ain't going to speak to nobody else to bring his word out. He's speaking to our ancient forefathers. That's doing it again, man. Go ahead.
If I could say, he already got people in place for that. You don't need the
subject. Yeah, the Samuel.
That's what their spirit was created to do, to minister for the Lord.
We believe that all the prophets of today are back.
You know, first,
you know, overall, but let him get that.
I got a quick one to back up what you were saying too. 1 Corinthians 14:32. It reads, and the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. Meaning, if you was a prophet in your past time, hey, you're gonna be a prophet in this time, man. You know, and we pray we one of those holy prophets that the Lord set aside, right, to be slated for salvation and not destruction.
Right.
But
and then you get it.
All right, Jeremiah 5:5. I will get me unto the great men and will speak unto them.
And that's why he said, and we're the glory at 8 times. Because you go to different period pieces, and you know, in our different captivities and different things. Because the Lord spoke to the prophets when we was in captivity to speak to our people for the most, right? So he like, look, I'm gonna get to the great men. I'll read it again.
So I will give me unto the great men and will speak unto them, but they have known the way of the Lord and the judgment of their power.
See, they have known the way. Like right now, with the great man, it's not great and famous the same thing. Everybody look at LeBron James and say he's great. Be like, oh yeah, he's famous too. You got to take pictures. Famous and great is synonymous with you. They synonyms almost. I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to find great somewhere in famous, right? Because they're great for what they're known for or what they do, right? They fame or they glory behind their name. So the names of the prophets of old is just new names today. But they still the same prophets coming back. The spirit of the prophets is subject to the prophets. But go ahead, brother.
Hey, I got that word known in remind.
Oh, you got it?
It said well known, famous, notorious,
great, recognized, great.
For doing what? Being
prophets. Or following the word of the Lord. Like he said, I'm gonna get them and them, they gonna speak my word and do my word. Go ahead, Axelaki, you got it.
I know we all can attest to this. We doing our readings right now in the book of Kings, 1 Kings and 2 Kings. What we're seeing prophets that are kings or whatever that are doing the work of the Lord. If they're doing the right thing, their generation continues on. If they do something that's bullshit to the Lord is wiping them out. You know, like their seeds, their entire seeds, all the men, whatever, in gruesome deaths. You hear me? You know, pick what side you want to be on. All right.
Achan is one of those lines that was set up to die. You could tell because he disobeyed the name of the Lord. Right? Remember, he hid the stuff on his tent, you know, and the Lord killed him. You know, the Lord might be killing his whole line. He might be subject to the 2/3, man. Just like some men, he kept saving their house. He was saving some men house. Hezekiah adding years to his life to live. David, right, the throne. So the Lord saving men lines, and he cut men lines off in Israel. That's why he say all of Israel in Romans 9 is not of Israel. Like they're not going, their name ain't gonna continue like that, but it will in the kingdom of heaven. That's why the Lord said, all shall be good in the kingdom, you know. But right here, it's getting cut off. But get your precepts, and let's finish out.
Yeah, I'm about to
get the ones you got.
Yeah, if you that's a rock, go to from 8 to 13. That's it for me.
Okay, it says, there be of them that have left the name behind them, that their praises might be reported.
The men of the Lord, you know, men that are actually doing that work. That's what we're looking. We're trying to get a good report on our name, you know, not involved with the bullshit. Yeah.
What's the man in Second Maccabees, the 7th chapter, and he didn't even want to be remembered for Eliezer. Yes, bro. Yeah. Yes, bro. You know, he didn't even want to look like he was eating abomination.
Yes,
because he wanted.
He didn't even want the blemish of it.
That's right.
Even if he wasn't doing it and it wasn't there, he like, just let's make it look like. But no, you gotta abstain from all appearance of evil.
That's right, brother.
for your name to be good. Like, no,
Right.
we're against everything.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you can't be against the aura X LBI aura T, you know, the words. No, we when we permit, we feel like we promote.
That's
so
right.
no, we
That's right.
totally against it.
Yeah,
That's right.
And we don't get prosecuted for it, but the hell with it.
yeah. We won't even play with it.
We ain't gonna even play with it.
And that,
Go ahead, no,
Like-
good.
And he ain't play with the pork. He ain't even
Yeah.
play with it. Like, we ain't gonna play around. We ain't gonna fuck around. You know, like you say, bro.
and that's why he was remembered, and that's why
And it's glory.
the men of the Lord are going to be remembered today for the acts that they stood so stiffly and boldly for.
Come.
All right, in this time.
The second address,
Yeah.
who stood stiffly for the Lord.
That's right,
Got
bro.
a crown.
But I want to make that
Yeah.
point. What that second Maccabee 7 was
Mhm.
talking about. Eleazar, he made that decision because he said, "Hey, the young man that's gonna come after them, they gonna remember him as like he's folded."
How they gonna
Yeah.
remember?
Yeah.
Are you still sure?
But how they going to remember him?
Mhm.
Not just, hey, this man, you know, no, Eleazar, his name.
Yeah.
Going back to the premise of the lesson.
Yeah.
Your name hold weight, whether it's bad weight or good weight, man.
Hey, think about that in the kingdom, man. You got your children asking about the stories. Which side you want to be on? You want to be on the side of like, yeah, I was doing all this work
Right.
for the Lord, and JT happened, and the Lord had me all the way through, or it's gonna be, nah, I was bullshitting, man. Like I was still being a sodomite. I was doing this and so on, eating abominations. Like that's some bullshit that you don't want to be a part of your name.
This is Rock 3 and 3. He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemies. And we're taught through our forefathers with the scriptures.
That's
Our literal forefathers don't have to teach us. It's in our spirit, in our lines, man. All right, it bear record that our spirit, all right, is what is Romans 8 and 14, that our spirit is in the spirit of the Lord. It's bearing record. All right, because we coming in the same status, our forefathers doing the same things, having the same fate and like mine. It says, he that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him. Though his father died, yet he is as though he were not dead, for he had left one behind that is like himself, man.
Right.
You see that? So when you set a good establishment for your son will pick up and be like, it's like if you die off, it's like if your son really is an extension of you or establishment of the truth, then he gonna establish himself like his father. He don't gotta be his father, but he gotta be like him because his father was in righteousness. Tobit trained Tobias up to walk like him, man.
Right.
Not to be him, but he said, look, long as I live, as Tobit was dying, he said, long as I live, long as you live, my son, because I feel like I'm about to die, be righteous to the Lord, do all righteousness unto him. Oh no, man. He told him how to walk and be righteous, man. All right, so he left one Tobit behind as like unto himself. You see, but go ahead.
I would say too, yeah, that's expected of the son to be like his father. Because even like you go in the world,
Yeah.
like say like your father plays sports, he was the
Follow
best
the
at it. They
People
expect that son to
expect
be the
that.
same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the kingdom, when we have our children, all our children is gonna want to be like the elect man.
That's right.
They ain't gonna want to be like nothing else. You see that? So all the children of the 2/3, that's how you know they're gonna all be righteous, because they're gonna all do what their father did. Elect man gonna help establish the kingdom of heaven to bring the 2/3 back. So in the ancient time, a son only wanted to be like his father. He didn't want to be like nothing else. So now all the 2/3 gonna be like the elect in the kingdom of heaven. You get it? So the whole kingdom gonna be righteous. There's no way for it not to be righteous, because every son he have is gonna want to be like his father, especially with the recognition the elect man gonna get in the kingdom of heaven. His son gonna automatically be like, I want to be like my father to get the recognition of him.
That's gonna go into these last 4 verses on that Sirach.
Last one.
You got it.
It says, while he lived, he saw and rejoiced in him. And when he died, he was not sorrowful. So I'm raising my son up and be like, look, bro, serve the Lord. Don't serve me. You ain't got to be like me. Just serve the Lord, man.
Right.
All right? And the Lord will deal with you. What David did to Solomon. He groomed him to serve the Lord.
Yeah.
And while you own that, do all righteousness. Listen to the Lord with everything, man. You see? And that was Yahushua. So Yahushua is teaching us as sons or as brothers unto him, all right, to what? Serve the Lord, man. Do as I did. Paul said, be of me as I am a follower of, follow me as I'm a follower of Yahushua, man. All right. It says, He left behind him an avenger against his enemies, and one that shall requite kindness to his friend. But that's the point. All right. Back in the 40.
Read 8 again, Bobby Shaw.
Yeah. Okay. It says, there be of them that have left a name behind them, that their praises might be reported.
That their praises might be reported, that, you know, again, that you have the good name being reported to the Lord of the works that you're doing.
Yeah, a report is your reputation. Yeah. Because it tells you, get Ecclesiastes 10:1. Man, I'm just going, brother.
Yeah, brother.
Salagi. Get turned up, brother.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it back to you, brother.
Good.
Go to Ecclesiastes.
Yeah, I'm
10:1 in the Bible. Go ahead.
It says, dead flies cause the ointment of the apothecary
Yep.
to send forth a stinking savor.
Go ahead.
So does a little folly him that is in reputation of wisdom and honor.
So a little folly, all right, as you just what you just said.
That your the report of your name.
Yeah. So and I say your report is your reputation.
Yeah.
So a little folly inside it, that little, just the vision of Eleazar eating of just bringing the pork, the fake pork to fake pork.
Mm-hmm.
They went to the point to say, bro, just let it be fake.
Yeah.
Sustain yourself.
I give you chicken.
I just give you whatever you want. Just let the appearance be fake, man.
Bro.
And that man said, man, no, I'm going to my old grave like a soldier, like a warrior. I'm going to die in my honor. I ain't even looking like I'm eating no meat from y'all. All right? So a little folly, all right? Just a little bit of him as a reputation of what?
Of wisdom and honor.
So we don't want a little folly on our name, so our legacies could be transparent, man.
Right.
It could travel. Go ahead,
I was gonna say example, like anybody that fell out in the truth, would you remember them as?
No.
Falling up. A fallout.
That's the next
So not the work that they've done on you.
What they didn't do. They're gonna get remembered for what they didn't do.
That's the next verse, brother. Verse 9.
It says, and some there be which have no memorial, who are perished. And that's why in a Daniel 12, they're gonna wake up to everlasting confusion, like, man. And we're gonna have to tell them, hey, you're righteous now. But focus. You know, but they're gonna remember, the Lord gonna make them remember, like, damn, I was one of them that ain't served the Lord. I ain't served the Lord, bro. Yeah. Like, they're gonna be ashamed. They're gonna be ashamed, like, you know, we're gonna have to tell them, you good now, like everything, the heat of Southern Country, like, focus. Oh, come on, bro.
That's the
inside joke.
That's the ultimate fumble, man. You can't fumble this shit. This is the kingdom, everlasting life. You know, ruling over everything, man. You can't fumble this, brother. This is one thing. If Jake talk about fumbling the bag in the world, this is the ultimate bag that you can't fumble, man.
You can't walk away from this. You had something? You had some, Kujah?
Yeah.
Come on. You don't gotta get them.
There's backing up what you said. There's Revelations 22:12.
You get them.
It says, and behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me to give every man according as his work shall be.
Break it down.
Yeah, and when Yahweh Shai come back, you know, he giving man every work. So whether you, like the brother said, whether you fall out, all right, or whether you continue in the faith, ultimately your legacy is gonna be defined. All right, when Yahweh Shai come back and give you your work, man, you know, all the works that you did, everything that's gonna follow you, all right, in this life and in the next life to come, you know, that's gonna be your reward. You know, everything that you reap.
So that's why we pray and hope that we can leave a legacy that we can be proud of and not ashamed of.
That's right. It says. Verse 9. And some there be which have no memorial, who are perished, as though they had never been.
As a nobody.
Yeah, you as a nobody.
You're a nobody, man.
You got
it.
You're gonna wake up a nobody.
Yeah.
All right? We're gonna transition into either, you know, not tasting death. I can say some men should not taste death, or either dying over in righteousness and being caught up with those that remain. All right, or you know, being joined to those that remain, and guess what? You're gonna be somebody. It says, and I'll become as though they had never been born. Damn, and their children after them.
So that's the opposite of the righteous seeds. So you got your righteous seeds that, like you said, King David and King Solomon and so on and so forth. The good name kept on going, and the oath of the Lord stayed with him just because of the work of what King David did. But like I said, on this end, this is the part where you just bullshit, and everything underneath that is like you are part of the seed of a man that bullshitted.
Yeah, and the Lord don't play with that, because in the kingdom, the ones that bullshitted, they ain't gonna even have a right, basically, to the seeds of righteousness. It's like the Lord gonna let the righteous man start the line, so that line gonna be of that righteous man. It ain't gonna, they're gonna have children. Let's not get that, so you can understand what I'm saying. But the line was started with the righteous man, so their children gonna be righteous. So it's like the righteous man is the offspring of their children, even their children they have. You see what I'm saying? So they really don't have a part in having the righteous children, but they're gonna have children. But it's gonna be of the righteous man of the 144 that started the line. He's the progenitor of the line. You get it? Yeah. I'm not saying they're not gonna have children. They're gonna have children, right? But the line is of because the line is of the man that started it, you know, righteously.
That's what they see.
That's what they see gonna come from. The Lord ain't giving them really, when you look into it, the Lord ain't even giving them the luxury of creating the line.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, he started.
They gotta start from something.
You gotta, you starting from him.
Yeah.
You add to his line. Go ahead.
That's a privilege of being the elect.
That's a privilege.
That's a privilege.
Yeah.
You know, Jake gotta understand that. No, we not biased or nothing like that. No, that's how the Lord made it from the foundations of the earth. The elect have privileges. You know, they're privileged, and that is like that.
And that's why they're gonna be a separation in the kingdom of heaven. That's why they're gonna be acknowledged above all men.
That's right.
Let's not play games. Oh, you got the 50 Cents and the Jay-Z's, they're more recognizable than us. They got more recognition than us on all levels, from money. You go stand next to Jay-Z and he's standing, they're gonna say, who is this fella? Right? Like you're potentially, you know, I pray y'all, you know, we the whole field elect. But men gonna look at him, man, what's this guy? He don't got money, like what is he known for? You know? So they got a greater name, or they're complete something, they got the red carpet for them. Right. If we get out there, they're gonna take us to jail and we go stand next to them. They don't say, apprehend that man. He's trying to rob him. Like, come on, bro, we a poor man standing next to him. So in the kingdom of heaven, Jay-Z gonna stand next to us and it's gonna be a level. He gonna be righteous because he an Israelite. But when he stand next to us, you gonna know that he's an elect man, and he was one that's gonna be wake up into dust and everlasting confusion. If he don't turn and come to the Lord, which it don't seem like. It's a dog horse. Go ahead.
You got one thing to say, and that's what you call balance.
That's balance.
That's balance.
Yeah. The last should be first and the first should be last.
That's an even trade.
And that's what I call an even exchange. If it's anything extra, we'll keep the change, man.
Come on, bro.
Come on. It says 10. But these were merciful men whose righteousness had not been forgotten. Righteousness had not been forgotten. Go ahead.
Their righteousness has not been forgotten. Their works haven't been forgotten. Their name haven't been forgotten. You know?
With their seed shall continually remain a good inheritance, and their children are within the covenant.
A good inheritance, and the children are within the covenant.
Psalms 127.
The shit is going to continue, man.
Start at 3.
Everlasting. It's going to continue just by the works that you are doing.
Yeah, you got a house full of godly children. They tell you with that Sirach.
That's it, right? Yeah.
That it's better to have no children than to have abominable ones, man. Or ones that's subject to the 2/3 that's gonna be subject to death, man. Why would you want to have a child that the Lord gonna inevitably kill? Right? 2/3 of our people having children to the sword. That's it. Right? It's like you almost as they got the sentence of death in their flesh, but not for righteousness, just for wickedness.
It tell you in
you got it? Psalms 127, 33.
Second Esdras that they were born in vain.
They were born in vain.
They were born for the beast.
What if you have 100 children, but they all ungodly, brother?
Right.
Might as well never have none.
You gonna in your mind, you gonna be vexed with vexation, like, man, none of y'all serve the Lord, man. You know, and that's why when you look at Rehoboam and Jeroboam and King Solomon, like, man,
what the fuck?
You know, then you got Asa, Hezekiah, you got men that was of the line that came back righteous, you know, the kings doing a split, that still was like, man, we're gonna put away idols, we're gonna serve the Lord. But you start to look at most of them was wicked, right? Majority of them was wicked. And Solomon, like, man, you come on, man. Y'all coming from my name. David name, righteous men, man. What are y'all doing? That's why when that split happened, Israel just went totally left, brother. After Solomon, there was no peace no more, brother. That was it. He was the last king of peace. That's why he's known as the king of peace or the king of righteousness, man. Hey, Malak Tazadak, the king of righteousness. And the Hebrew, man. All right? Or the king of peace. Malak Tazadak. Let's get it, bro. Psalm 127. Let's do it.
There's a Psalm 127 verse 3. Lo, children are an inheritance of the Lord.
Yeah, so these children are inheritance of the Lord. Come on.
And the fruit of the womb.
And the fruit of the womb is what?
It's his reward.
It's a reward. So to have the fruit of a womb of godly children is a reward. All right, it's gonna go ahead and get to where it say, blessed is he that had the quiver full of.
Verse 5.
Go ahead.
As arrows are in the hand of the mighty men, so are the children of the youth.
So are the children of the youth. As many arrows as you can pour, he's gonna explain it here. Go ahead.
So happy is the man that have his quiver full of them.
So your quiver is it's the bag that the arrows are in. So as you pull the arrows out, if they all godly, or as you lay your seed and they all coming godly, you happy, man. Right. Because everyone you pulling out or bringing forth, they all are righteous. They all are godly, man. You see? That's it, brother.
I said, they shall not be ashamed.
They should not be ashamed like that. Well, we got to end off and you could get that Daniel's 12 and 2.
Yeah, we started off with the Daniel 12.
We gonna end it too. Yeah, go ahead.
It said, but they shall speak with the image in the gate.
Yeah, speak with the image in the gate. Follow him beyond his father. Right? That's why they say they hated him that rebuking in the gate, because he godly. His son's godly. The subject of the prophet. They all coming back godly, man. But come on, bro.
Yeah.
It says,
read it out to 13.
Come on. Their seed standing fast, and that's why I say the happy is the man that got the quiver full of godly children. Because the man was ungodly, he lived 100 years, yet it's ungood for him. It says their seed standing fast, and their children for their sakes. Their seeds shall remain forever, and their glory shall not be blotted out.
Blotted out, the definition, marked or stained. You know, you're not gonna have a
14 too.
Yeah, you're not gonna have a stain on your name, and it's never gonna be a stain on your name from the continuation of your seed.
Yeah, it says their bodies are buried in peace when they go to rest with their fathers. David was okay with going to rest with his father. He wasn't tripping because he knew the spiritual, like I'm going to rest with the father, though you had to be for a while and he going to send me back down. David knew reincarnation. David was a king. He was a prophet. All right, so David knew reincarnation. He knew the Lord was dealing with him firsthand. He knew the Lord had the angels around him to teach his hands to walk. I can kill 10,000 men and you one man. And you going to tell me the Lord, David didn't know the Lord was dealing with him? You can't, man, today we'll be out of breath trying to kill one man.
Yeah, a half a man.
David killed tens of thousands of men. He knew the Lord was with him. But it says, but their name liveth forevermore. So their name continue. The people will tell of their wisdom, and the congregation will show forth their praise, man. All right, and that's the point. Go ahead, brother.
Come.
Go ahead.
This Ecclesiastes.
The ones that get confused.
7.
They're confused.
They confused.
Yeah, go ahead.
This Ecclesiastes 7. The water, bro. 7 and 1. A good name is better than precious ointment, in the day of death than the day of one's birth. Which the point is, in the beginning of it, a good name is more precious than ointment. All right. And what do ointment do? Ointment heals you, man. Yeah, and it says a good name is more precious than that. All right. You got to understand, like every scripture we went through, it's all alluding to having that good name, which the men of the Lord care more about a good name and a reputation than, riches or glory on this side, glory in the flesh. They knew the glory of the spirit was way greater than the glory of the flesh.
Yeah.
But you
say that is better than continuous sickness. And that continuous sickness don't mean you're afflicted in your body.
Right.
It means you got unprofitable children, ungodly children. That's a sickness unto you, man. It's a disease. disease is this mean without an ease. So you without ease. So whatever causes without ease, you're a disease by. That's a sickness.
Even being wicked.
Being wicked is a disease. All right. So debt is better than that. Like that precious ointment which give you life. This word give you life, like you had set up. This word of life, all right, is a continuance with a man, man.
That's right.
You see? Well, go ahead, brother.
God, this is the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 2. It says, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
That dust of the earth too represent confusion. So while they would say they was caught up in wickedness, they were believing on Caesar Borgia, they were believing on idols, they was Jesus Christos, all right. They was all in the Greekish affairs, the Roman affairs, because America ain't nothing but the Roman revised. So these people got Roman togas on, pants. They believed in a way of the heathen, man. All right, that was just totally off. And there's being that dust of that confusion of the earth. That's why the Lord said in Isaiah 47, that sit in the dust, O daughter of Babylon. So they're the progenitors of the dust. And our people just caught up in the wind of every wind of doctrine. They just tossed to and fro in every wind of doctrine, man. So the dust just doing that. You know how dust fly, and then dust get in your eyes. Dust get in your eyes, which our eyes represents our pineal gland, our gun, our eye. So when dust got in their eyes, they was confused, man. They was with mixture. They mixed in with the Satan, with the demonic people of the earth. Go ahead, Kabo.
I was saying they're gonna be ashamed of that.
They're gonna be ashamed of that.
Yeah, they're gonna look back.
Like, man, we serve Satan.
Because they had the chance.
They had the chance
to serve the Lord.
Yep, from the prophets, from the words of the prophets.
Chance.
Everybody gonna have a chance. It says, time and chance happening to them all.
That's right.
So it don't matter if they say, well, Lord, I had a little chance. I just walked over. The Lord like, but it was a chance. That's all I gave you. If you ain't take heed to that, some men I gave a lot of chances to,
Right.
And they didn't take heed. So what you say about that man? You know? So it's gonna be felt when they're gonna be like, Lord, you only gave me one chance, but you gave that man 100 chances. But I ain't want him to get it, even with the 100 chances. He's still gonna wake up in confusion. All right, but go ahead.
That was it.
That was it. That's what I'm saying.
No, that's it.
That's it.
It really pretty much speaks for itself, man. Choose your side. What Joshua said. Choose your side.
We're gonna serve.
We're gonna serve. For my house, we're gonna serve the Lord.
Right.
All right. But y'all brother got anything else?
That's it.
God. Well, we pray that this lesson was edifying. Prior to leaving, we're going to give infinite knowledge and prayers too.
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Kakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who taught us the truth. Peace and salutation to the hope elect you, Akim and Aqua that believe. And Shalom.
Shalom.